Welcome back, Paul.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome back.
Welcome back to Free to Speak. And we're sitting here at a new spot. We were just kind of walking up and down the street here along the shore of this bay. It comes off the lake.
Our space doesn't qualify to be called a coastline.
You do what coastline?
Doesn't qualify, it's a shore. Coastlines are the ocean.
Ah, well, okay. What did I say? I said shore, coastline?
You said the shore.
I said a shore. You don't call it a shore?
I know you call it a shore. I was just trying to be, I guess, thinking.
Because I'm from the Great Lakes region in the United States. There's a lot of big lakes like Lake Victoria, and that's what we call it.
So coastlines are at oceans.
The shore. Well, maybe, yeah. Maybe anybody from Michigan can correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I don't think you're wrong. I think it's that, yeah. Lakes have shores. Then oceans have
coastlines.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
East coast, west coast.
East coast, west coast. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
the coastline. But yeah, we were walking up and down, and we came to this place that has a place we can rent boats. And you're thinking of. Well, I'm thinking of coming here with my wife, and you're thinking of maybe coming back here too. Your girlfriend, you got a girlfriend, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So we should be able to come here, and it's quite cheap per se.
Yeah.
Especially if someone who gets paid in dollars. The money looks small. But then
money looks small. Money looks big.
Shillings to us, it looks like it's not so cheap, but for a dollar receiver, it's a bit of money.
Yeah,
so it's 20,000 to 50,000 per person to
20,000, 50,000 shillings.
Ugandan shillings.
20,000 would be about $5, a little more, close to $5.
$5 to $6.
$5 to $6, yeah, a little more than $5.
Then 50,000 would be times 2.
Yeah.
10 to 12.
$10 to $12, yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow, so. It would definitely not be 10. It would be like $12 to $13.
But another thing I wanted to talk about, Paul, while we're here, the coastline here. We're just sitting here.
The shoreline.
The shoreline. What did I say? I reversed it. Sit along the shoreline here. Is notice that I'm wearing a short sleeve shirt and you're wearing a longer one, and you are cold.
And I'm putting something under. Then I'm putting this.
The water. We're getting the water is. I don't know if the water's showing. I can't see it too well. The water's showing up?
We can just show it.
Yeah. So we're sitting here along the shore again.
Yeah, so we're here, and you can notice we are dressed differently. The person less dressed is more comfortable than the person who is overdressed.
So yeah, I'm from a colder climate. So I'm from Michigan, where it goes from cold in the winter to hot in the summer, and a day like this is like a perfect day. There's a perfect breeze for me coming off the lake, and the perfect temperature, and Paul's cold, so
it's pretty cold, and quite the breeze is also very cold.
The breeze is pretty stiff.
I'm feeling ish chilly.
Yeah.
And Robert feels like he's in the summer.
Yeah. I'm completely comfortable. Shall we talk about Trump's big, beautiful bill passing?
All right. So we had
and Elon Musk's response to it.
So we're having these two big boys. They're fighting the big game.
Yeah, we talked about this. We're following up on a conversation we had a few weeks back about the feud between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, and is it real, or is it they're just trying to generate attention?
Yeah. Is it real now?
Yeah. But because we had talked about like the whole controversy over Trump's big beautiful bill and the feud between Trump and Musk wanting to start a third party, and I talked about how third parties have been tried in the US before unsuccessfully, like for example the Reform Party with Ross Perot. In the early 90s, Ross Perot got almost 20% of the vote. But then the Reform Party ended up getting torn apart by infighting, clashes of different personalities and philosophies, and the party ended up still existing but kind of not having the impact that it once had. So the question is, what is Musk's motivation in starting this third party, and can it be successful? because I guess it's called the American Party. And Musk is forming the party in response to the establishment, both Republican and Democrat. And of course, in response to all the wasteful spending. And so what Musk is hoping to do, from what I understand, and give your thoughts on this, what do you think about this? What I understand what he wants to do, I don't think he thinks that he can take the place of either the Republicans or the Democrats. But I think what he wants to do is create a voting bloc within Congress of people from this third party who will be able to stop this kind of, whatever. When Republicans take control, they can do whatever they want. Democrats take control, they can do whatever they want, and they just spend wildly to bring about their own agendas. And I think what he wants to do is create some sort of voting bloc within Congress that'll stop this from happening. I don't know how successful that's actually going to be.
Yeah, there is that side, and it sounds all. It sounds good. Sounds like he's trying to be the savior. Now, for me, I'll play devil's advocate. I'm not saying what I think. I'm saying what I think, not what I believe.
Okay.
So in psychology, you have the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and at the bottom we have physical needs, physiological needs. You need to have something to eat.
Yep.
You need to have something to drink, things that nourish your health, keep you healthy and ticking. Those are physiological needs. Then at some point you have social needs, belonging and all that. Then at some point you have what's in the middle there. But anyway, while you go through all this, at the top there is self-actualization. Now, all these other building blocks behind are things we work for in this world. That's why we go to work, to make sure I'm able to have the security, to make sure I'm able to have a house that is safe, that my kids are safe, I'm safe. That's why people get bodyguards. Then I have a sense of belonging. That's why people have children and they get married. They have, and then the physiological needs. I can eat whatever I want. I can get the medication that I want. All these things, and now we even call them basic needs. So we build up to those things. Now, when you have all these things, I think the human mind was forged for adventure. It always wants more. Now, it will never be satisfied. Every time you want, you have the other step, you go to the next step. Now these mega rich people, I think they reach a point and they just everyone wants to rule the world. Now, yes, I've done everything, but now I want power. I want what I don't have, because I have all the money, I have all the women, I have all the children I need, I have all the health care, I have it all. But I want to say, when I say something, the world will keep quiet and listen. I think we all have that deep down. Yeah. Now, some of us is way buried because we are not Elon. Yeah. So we can come off as the good ones, the innocent people, the kind ones, the ones who are not trying to get power, because maybe it's very far away from us. We're just even struggling to get what to eat. So now, when everything is done, the brain still wants a challenge. And now, may I have a feeling Elon has reached the point of the challenge. He wants a challenge. He wants to change the world. Everyone wants to change the world, but some people are in a closer position to doing it than others.
Right.
So those ones who are very far away will look like they are not interested, but they have no means. And now he has the means, and now he has the chance to have an impact, whichever way he does it. Because what would explain why someone is a Democrat this time, then he's a Republican this time, now he has his own party. Next thing you know, like, when I'm under Democrats, Obama is bigger than me, Hillary is bigger than me. Under the Republicans, there's Trump. Yes, I'm richer than him, but he has more influence than me. Now let me have my own island, and I have my own influence, and maybe that's what's happening, maybe not.
So he apparently did a poll on X,
which is his.
Yes, it is his, asking people if he should start a third party, and the vote came back 65%. So he said, okay, by 2-1 margin, you want me to start a third party, so I will. But the thing is about these polls on X is they're not really scientific polls. He's just putting out an informal poll there. So do people in America really want this? I think there's a lot of people that do. They want something different because they're disillusioned with what's happening in both parties. But I know that people have tried to do this before and it's never worked. So why does Musk, again, could be the, why does he think that, this is going to work this time? Maybe it will. Maybe something will be different this time.
And like I said earlier, I was saying what I think, not what I believe, because I'm as oblivious as anyone. I just watch the space, and I'm hoping that he has some good motive.
Yeah.
If he does, then
we don't know how this is. Yeah, we don't know how this is all going to turn out.
Yeah. So there are no correct answers. Maybe no correct opinions. Even the guys who are into the politics themselves may not have a correct opinion. So
right.
Just watch it.
So Paul, I just wanted to revisit this because we had talked about this a few weeks ago, and we've had a follow-up. So I just wanted to briefly come back and give an update. And we'll be following this story as we continue to go along. And also, we still need to follow up with Miriam.
Yeah.
Because we have some idea. Well, for various reasons, she wants to protect her anonymity. Yeah, she doesn't want to come onto the show.
Interesting how that the native speaker struggles, and now.
Right.
Yeah.
But we have gotten kind of a way forward to how we can do something, and it's just a matter of how to coordinate it and work out the details of it. So stay tuned or come back eventually for all our viewers who are interested in hearing more about that story with the what would female fetuses say.
What would female fetuses say?
Website and following up Miriam and the Vulgar Buzz. And for those that remember, we've done a couple videos on it already. We haven't forgotten that story. We're still planning on coming back to it, and we have a way forward. It's just a matter of figuring out how to make it work. So
yeah, sure.
So be watching for that. And
today's talk was a bit opinion, so we also want to hear from you.
Yeah. So give us your thoughts.
Thank you.
Bye for now.